Go! What do you think is the biggest problem of Korean students in terms of learning English?
Speaking English?
Yes. Conversation.
Well, I think that speaking a language is a lot like playing music.
Yep.
It needs practice.
Constant practice.
Yes, but well, I guess there are two problems. The grammatical structure is different between English and Korean, so students get the word order wrong sometimes. But what else?
Do you think culture can be deeply involved?
Culture?
Yeah.
I don't think it's so different.
Yeah, so different.
No, I don't think it's so different.
No? Because Koreans are very westernized nowadays. Is that why?
The culture?
Yeah.
Maybe, yes, but I don't think that really affects English so much. So I think one of the problems is maybe practice, but I understand that it's difficult because most Korean people really don't need very much English. A few hours a week. Well, how many hours are there in a week? And only a few hours are spent speaking English, so it's not going to be very practical. I spent 12 years learning French, but I really don't use any French.
Oh, you're Canadian, right?
Yes.
Are you from Montreal or?
Toronto.
Toronto, that's right, yeah.
But I was in a French program in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I learned lots of extra French.
Large proportion of English education programs in South Korea is mainly focused on proficiency tests like TOEIC, TOEFL tests.
Oh yes, grammar.
Grammar, mainly focused on grammar, reading comprehension, and just the vocabulary, memorizing vocabulary. So they don't have opportunity to practice conversation English.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
what do you think about that? Yeah.
If you're a Korean person and you need to write emails in English,
Yeah.
or if your job is just reading and writing, then you probably don't need to speak very much.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think. It depends on what qualifications you need for your job. But in a job like that, speaking probably wouldn't be very important. But if you travel abroad for business trips,
Yeah.
in a case like that, you do need English. I think because
That's
it's
right.
the language that is used internationally now.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. If a Korean business person meets a German business person, they will speak in English, not German or Korean. So.
Yeah.
So I think, speaking really takes practice. I think students should also be encouraged to understand English in practical ways, like cooking recipes. I mean, a lot of people like cooking, so I think it might be fun if students learn to, read some recipes in English and then try to prepare the food, or movies, TV shows, music. English is not only a TOEIC test, the grammar
Yeah.
TOEIC test.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's also culture, art, hobbies. The internet is full of websites about music, gardening, cooking, sports.
A growing number of Korean students are going overseas to study English, right? Temporarily, like 3 months, 4 months, something.
Yeah.
And they come back, and they still having a problem of communicating with people from overseas when they speak English. What do you think is the reason for that?
Well, for some of them, it's because they spend all their time meeting Korean people.
Yeah, whether they're in the States or Canada or Australia,
Yeah.
they still contact with only Korean people.
Yes.
It's just waste of money, right?
I think
Waste of
so. In
time,
that
waste
case,
of money.
Just stay in Korea and go to a hagwon. You know,
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
cheaper, and you might even learn more English than if you go abroad. Yeah, they have to practice the language,
Practice
try
language.
to actually live in that culture.
Yeah.
I think they should avoid big cities. They should go to small towns, maybe.
Practice a lot, write a lot, read a lot. Don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Yes. And actually, a few weeks ago, I watched that new Beauty and the Beast movie, and I understood maybe 50%. Because that movie it's French. It's made in France. The actors are French. They speak in French, and the subtitles are in Korean. So when I watched that movie, I was the only, everyone else in the audience was Korean. I think I was the only person in the audience who was actually listening for the French
Okay.
and not looking at the subtitles.
Maybe you need some sort of translation for that.
Sometimes. In a case like that, it's better to watch the movie or TV show.
That's right.
If it's a TV show, it's better to watch it more than once. And each time you watch, you hear more things that you might not have heard before.
Yeah.
It's like with a jigsaw puzzle. You get some pieces and you put that together, and then if you watch again, you get more pieces, and the picture becomes more clear.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.